tournament when I started. Yep. I was in Florida, and first person I saw was Jonathan Henrici with his PSCA shirt on, and I can still remember that. So I'm glad he's where he's at. Has a little girl. Maybe she'll get into shooting. If she does, she got a good teacher.
You know, over here on Station 7, we have Jasper Copeland.
Yeah, Jasper. He's on the tower, the report pair, the standard, and here comes the midi. And, you know, on those two targets, the midi will look further than the standard because it's smaller. So you have to really compensate your lead and your gun.
Yeah. Ryan Harper here on Station 3. Now, he's a product of Mike Luongo.
He is. And
he's become just a phenomenal shooter here the last couple of years.
You know, he started out with Mike Luongo, and now he shoots a lot with Zach.
Does he?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Look at Wendell Cherry right there in his Parazzi vest.
That's a man that's created a lot of champions.
Wendell Cherry. We'll have to come back to him. He might take a minute to shoot the gun right here.
Yeah. He's got a long pre-shot routine.
He does. Very smooth. Very thought out. He ejects the shells. He just like Joe Finizzi, just like David Radulovic and some of the other guys, Griffin Howe. They're all products, so to speak, of Wendell Cherry.
Yeah.
They've got something.
Their base method came from Wendell.
They think about what they're doing. Before they put that gun up, they've thought about breaking those targets and seeing them break.
Look at how smooth Wendell is.
Yeah. You know, Wendell he'll get a new gun. He'll get a new Parazzi. He's sponsored by Parazzi. But he always goes back to shooting his old one. Yes. I don't know how old that gun is that he's shooting right there.
Well, that stock he's got right there is every bit of 30 years old.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
You can look at it, it's just worn out from his hands. But he can't find anything to duplicate what he's already got, so he just keeps shooting it.
Right.
Fist bump Gavin Miles walking out. Gavin Miles, one of the only, or he might be the only shooter shooting a high rib gun here.
Bill McGuire.
Bill McGuire?
Bill McGuire is shooting a high rib gun.
And Kevin DeMichael.
And, yep, you're right.
So
Kevin
we got
DeMichael.
three people shooting the high rib guns. They used to be a big thing, but now it seems like a lot of people have went to the flat rib guns, but not these guys.
Or even a mid rib.
Or mid rib, but not these guys. They want to stick with what they know, and he knows what he's doing.
You know, Justin, I started off with a high rib gun, and there was certain presentations like a trap peel. You could just hammer them right out of the box, but you get on a long crosser, a big incomer, and I felt it to be a hindrance, but they obviously have found a way to overcome that, and they're still believers in it. So.
Yeah. Gavin Miles is really particular on his setup, how he stands, how he puts the weight over the front of his knees and on the back of his ankles and or back of his heels. He's very centered in his stance, and he worries about that.
If you ever watch any of Gavin's instructional videos, he's very, very big on posture.
Yes.
He's very, very big on core movements and stuff, and you could see it just looking at him. I mean, the guy looks like an animal.
Yeah. But, I have his membership to his online training course, and it's really neat to watch.
Well, Station 10, right behind us, we have Mike Luongo.
Mike Luongo's a target setter. He is a general manager of a club called Rocky Creek Sporting Clays, and
a phenomenal coach.
He is a phenomenal coach, phenomenal shooter. Sponsored by Krieghoff and Remington Ammunition.
Dead pair on that one. Man, these guys just flat crush targets. They don't just chip them like we do.
Yeah, you're right about that.
They center them.
Look how there's no movement in that gun when he pulls the trigger.
You know, with these guys, they don't go in just trying to sweep a station. They want to break every single target on the course.
Right.
They want to sweep a course.
Yep. And you got to think how many rounds they've shot this week, man.
Oh,
I mean,
goodness.
Event after event after event, and this is the only event that really matters to them for most of them. Joe Finizzi, we got caught back up with him on Station 3. He's going to adjust his hat, his glasses, pick up his gun. What a lot of people find interesting about him is the way he loads his gun and then flips his gun to make sure it's loaded. Even though he knows it's loaded, it's just something he does in his routine.
Well, you know, I was talking with David Radulovich, and he analyzed that one time, and he made guesses on why he did all that stuff. Went up and asked Joe, and sure enough, he had his glasses slide down one time. He had his hat blow back one time. He had a time that the gun wasn't loaded, and that's why he does every single one of those steps. He's double-checking everything in his setup to make sure it's ready to go.
Yep. Joe told me once that he likes to see things drawn out. He wants to see them. If he can see something on paper, he can do it. That's what he's doing with these targets with that finger that he's putting up here in just a second, is drawing a line right there of where the targets are going to go and where they're going to come from.
Very, very calculated shooting.
Yeah, and that's where his gun moves. That's why he's a national champion. That's why he's finished second in the World FETASC.
And won junior several times.
Oh, yeah, several times.
You watch the tip of that gun, and it went just exactly where his finger was.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Dominic Grossi is coming up on Station 6 right here. Another Beretta shooter, shooting for Able Ammo out of Texas. He is shooting an SO5 Beretta, which is a very expensive gun, a very nice gun. And Dominic has an odd way of shooting. He's a Zach student. If you'll look right there, they kind of resemble each other.
He's got that chicken wing. He's got that
arm
right
up.
elbow up high.
But Dominic is out of Texas A&M, was on the national winning team at Texas A&M. I believe he's working for a construction company right now. And when he's out there, you know that he means business.
You know, Dominic's been so caught up with school and everything else lately, and we don't see him a lot on the tour.
Right.
But when he does show up,
he shows up.
He shows up.
That's right. It looks like he may be on Station 6 right there. He is on Station 6 for that left target. That's pretty good, has pretty good distance on it, pretty good speed, and then a right target.
Back here again with Joe Finizzi. I'm telling you, if you could take them glasses off and see his eyes when he turns around, he looks like he's just going to just rip your face off.
And you know what? You see him right there? He's going to walk to the next stand.
Yeah.
He don't want to ride in a cart. He'll walk around in circles out there. He's looking at Brandon Powell right now, loading his shells in his gun. Jason Logan Crane right here on Station 6. Logan's a Virgil Minshew, Jared Rumor. There's a lot of them. Connor Daniel right there. They are all shooting together, it looks like, and we're talking about Logan Crane right here. He's a guy that loves to shoot. He's in law school, and he loves to fish. But let me tell you something. That boy can shoot. He knows how to. He loves shooting that make it break in those games like that. He's really, really good. He's confident in his style. Look at him shaking his head like, yeah, I got this one down.
Yeah, I got that.
I got this figured out.
You can read that on him.
Yeah. Kind of looks like Spencer Strider, if y'all know who that is. He's a pitcher for the Braves with that mustache he's got going on.
Back here with Derek Mine. Look at him. You see how he's wiping his hands and checking his glasses? Boy, I bet you I've done that 100 times this week. Didn't help me any, though.
You know, it's fun. It would be fun to just be someone riding and following these guys and just watching how they're doing things. You can really be surprised how much you would learn if you're trying to come up in clay shooting by just following these guys around and watching what they do.
Well, Justin, people need to come on down here to the National Shooting Complex next year, and they need to watch this. We got
Trevor Jensen.
Trevor Jensen.
He just showed up here, Station 10. I'm glad I put the camera on him. Really good. I want to say that he has shot a lot with Gavin Miles in the past. And, yeah, And I think that he's still running that school that him and Gavin were started.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, he just smoked that last pair. Let's see what he's got here. Another pair coming up.
Yeah. And if you really look back and think about it, guys, all of these guys you're watching, they do the same thing, just in a different way.
Okay, now he just went lost dead again, Justin. We saw this earlier with the ladies. That's Shondell, and I'm telling you, I think it's something to do with the lighting is really reflecting on that, showing that belly. And it might have just affected him there.
Sean Kimmeter coming up here. Sean Kimmeter is a student of Anthony Matarese. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did not know that.
He is. He's always been a good shooter. I can remember seeing Sean on the PSCA.
Yes, in fact, he was in the finals with Wendell Cherry.
Yep, Sean is a very good shooter and has been doing really, really well here this week at National Shooting Complex for the national championship. Thinking about it, pulling the gun back up. That is the Connor Daniel, one of the best sub-junior shooters in the country right now, sponsored by Team Winchester. He is
student of Zach Keenbaum.
He is a student of Zach Keenbaum's, and this kid right here really, really shoots the ammo. He throws it through that gun, and he is really good. Shooting a Cole DT-11.
And you know what? We were wrong.
Look at his arm.
Theo is not the only left-handed shooter out here today.
I didn't think about that.
Connor is also left-handed.
We've seen Zach's arm sticking out, right? We've seen Connor's arm sticking out. All of Zach's students' arms stick out, but mine, and that's probably because I can't get it up that high.
We're gonna have to work on that, Justin.
Connor thinks about it. He's really methodical, just like Joe is. Really, he don't take as long as Joe, but he's looking at him twisting those shells, making sure that it is doing. That he's thinking what he wants to do, and it's the right process. Now, Connor's 15 years old, out of Savannah, Georgia, shoots on the school team down there, and he's very, very good with that. Moving on to Theo, back with Theo.
Our other southpaw.
Yeah. He is, I don't know that Theo's aged. Theo looks the same to me as he did 6-8 years ago. I mean,
he does. It's like he's ageless.
Yeah, but I tell you one thing that's gotten better is his shooting. He is really on it right now. As you can see, all the people on the back of his vest, they believe in him, and there's a reason why they believe in him, because he can do it.
You notice how Theo doesn't wear a ball cap.
He doesn't.
All these other shooters do, and Theo does not. In fact, I think him and Brandon Power are the only two that don't.
Dominic Grossi back on Station 7 coming up here. Now, this is the tower shot that we've shown a few times. Look at that gun. That gun doesn't move at all as far as recoil is concerned.
No.
Here's our leader when we started. Zach has shot that gun so much, Jason, that I think it's his barrel, the rib on his barrel is worn out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think that, and that stock he's shooting right there, I mean, that's the stock he's won everything with. He refuses to get rid of it. So if it breaks, I don't know what he's going to do. But look at this.
But do you blame him?
No, I wouldn't change nothing either.
That's his shield. That's his sword, you know?
Yeah, he's always going to shoot mods, 20s and 20 at the top, 20 in the bottom. And I'll tell you something about Zach. When we go to eat somewhere, he will order everything on the menu just to taste it. He loves to eat, and he's a good cook, too. They say he can cook ribs and steak like nobody's business.
Well, I'm still waiting on the invite.
Yeah.
Don't think that I won't. I'm not going to turn that invite down now.
Yeah. You have to go down to Georgia to get some of that.
Right.
Look at him. So we got Jonathan Henrici walking up right here with his, getting ready to pull the trigger. And if this is kind of on a side note, but if you'll notice, some of these shooters wearing the hats. Most of them, not all of them, most of them are going to be flat bill hats, and the reason that is because it gets the bill up and out of the way of their glasses and their vision.
But still gives them their eyes a protection from the sun.
It's not always like that, but That's what a lot of them will say. David does that. Jonathan.
Well, you
Zach.
know who claims brought that to us?
Zach.
Mr. Roberts himself, Mr. Chad Roberts.
Chad Roberts, I think. Yeah.
Over the California boy.
That's right. And I forgot about Rad Chad Roberts.
Taking a look here at Clay Robertson, Station 1.
The trap teal.
See how he handles that trap teal. Uh-oh, we got a little shake of the head there. I don't think that was...
Clay Robertson's a young guy out of Texas. Grew up around shooting. Is that Pat Litsky watching?
I can't tell. I think it is.
Jonathan Henrici right here. Still in the box. Let's watch what he does here. This is a target coming out from the left, going up on top of that tree. The other one's coming out right there next to the other tree like a trap target.
You know, taking a look at these guys now. Todd Hitch here, another student of Wendell Cherry's.
Yep.
And if you'll notice something about Todd, take a look at his pre-shot routine here. Wendell said on your podcast that he believes good shooting comes from a very calm state of mind.
Right.
And I think Todd took that and ran with it and has been very successful with that. You watch him as he closes his gun slowly, mounts his gun slowly.
And his cheek don't touch this. Look at his cheek barely touches that stock.
No, but, and notice something, no erratic movements.
None.
Okay, that target's just hauling through the field right now, and he's barely moving that gun. And nice and smooth and fluid. Todd is, I love watching Todd shoot.
Yeah.
I really do.
Young kid out of Tennessee. Has his own shooting business, right? Coaching business, I should say, right now. And he's done really, really well shooting and coaching. Proud of Todd. I can remember when I was shooting, I was in A class or whatever it was, and this kid showed up named Todd Hitch. And I was trying to get all state or region or whatever it was. And I told my wife, I got to go up to Tennessee, and this guy's going to be there, so I got to shoot in the same tournament he's going to be in. Well, needless to say, you see where he's at, you see where I'm at.
You didn't make all state or all region, did you?
No, I didn't, because of Todd Hitch right here. Proud to say it, though. He's a good kid.
And you know, he is. He's a wonderful kid. He's very respectful, very polite.
Bill McGuire, Corey Cruz, Braxton Oliver back there in the background.
Now, we have Gene Warner here. Now, he's one of the people that bid and bought to be on the squad. Very thankful that he's here shooting with us.
Yes, people like that the sport needs to support, his donation and everyone else's donation that has paid for or bid on one of these spots and won is going straight back to the purse, half of it, and half of it's going to Team USA.
But, you know, I bet you if you ask the man, it wasn't that it's just going to be fun to shoot with a pro. He's probably learned a lot shooting with the pros this week.
It's like getting a lesson. Like getting a lesson for sure. It's like he's shooting him a high rib too.
Boy, we're wrong on our counts between high ribs and left-handers, aren't we?
We are. Connor Daniel walked back up here.
We need to take better notes, Justin.
Yeah, I know we do. Watch this tower shot right here with Connor Daniel, a left-hander. You know, his break, he's going to break it out here to the right of the way he's shooting. Very smooth. Super kid. I'm glad these kids are coming up. I call them kids. Young men, women are coming up in this sport, and it's really impressive to see how good they are so early.
Yeah.
Old Braxton Oliver. Look at here now.
Yeah, buddy.
Kickoff shooter. Bear pelt. Where's the bear pelt?
Yes, he did. And, you know, I was just talking to Braxton the other day. He, for the longest time, would not wear a vest. But he really found the love in that bear pelt, and he said he won't shoot without it now. He absolutely loves it. He's got several of them. And
I think Braxton, I might be mistaken, is shooting a fixed barrel parkour. I think.
I believe you're correct.
Yeah, I know he's shooting a Kickoff parkour. I'm not sure if it's got chokes or not, but I think it's a fixed barrel. And Braxton Oliver, his dad, Mike Oliver, they have 2 clubs, and he's always shooting and coaching, and glad to see him out here with us today. Braxton Oliver definitely has won his fair share of tournaments.
The first time I ever met Braxton Oliver was at the 2020 Florida State shoot, and he ran 100 straight.
Oh, he's done. Yeah, I'm sure he's done that more than once.
And it's just incredible. Amazing shooter.
Yep, tossing them out.
There, Uncle Bill.
Uncle
We got
Bill.
Uncle Bill McGuire coming in the box here now. I think this is probably the most loved man in sporting clays.
He is super nice. He told us, he said, listen, I want to go out there and shoot with these guys, but would y'all please just tell them to take it easy on me?
Yeah, quit, don't beat up on me.
Yeah, national champion, speaking of that.
Now, Bill's a little different in his technique. If you watch, it looks like he has very, very little gun movement. He's real big on letting that target do the work for him. Let it come to him. Let it develop. He's real big on that.
Yeah, he is. Uncle Bill's what they call him. He shot a blazer for a long time. Very smooth. Coaches an awful lot all the way around the country.
He does.
Travels everywhere. Team USA member, as you can see.
Well, he's not hard to find. If somebody wants to take a lesson from him, we've both had him on both Shotgun Sports and Dead Pair
That's
podcast,
right.
and he'd
Always
love to help
smiling.
anybody. Yeah.
Always smiling. Brad Kidd Jr. walking up. Brad's a guy from Florida, he's married to Gavin Miles' sister, Michelle Miles, which is a really good shooter. They have 3 kids. Brad coaches a lot down there. And now that he's a family man and a dad and a husband and a coach, he's trying his best to get out here to these big tournaments. Previously won the national championship, by the way.
I was just going to say, as we're looking at Brad here, who is a former national champion, the one thing we forgot to mention about Bill, he's like a 3 or 4-time national champion. So Bill knows how to get it done with these young kids.
Bill can do it.
Absolutely.
So you got Dylan Epp right there.
Corey Cruz.
You got Mike Deonda. Corey Cruz, all watching, holding their hands up, getting the speed and the line of that target.
Speed, angle, and distance. You know, Brad works out of South Florida Gun Club, but he was telling me that by April, he's on the road. It's so hot down there. Nobody wants to come down and shoot in that weather, so he heads north and he coaches all over the country as well, and then he goes back down about October, and he's back down there in South Florida for the rest of the year.
Brad looks like he'd be a beach guy, though.
He does.
Yeah, he looks like he'd be one of those guys hanging out on the beach, but he's probably not.
Super nice guy.
Yeah. Shooting a Zoli, one of the only shooters shooting a Zoli that I'm aware of. I'm not saying they're the only ones, but one of the only ones. And Bornagi ammunition from Able Ammo. You might have heard me tell the story one time where I was shooting with Brad at my first tournament, and he's like, "You got to look at the bird." And I turned around and I said, "What do you mean? What do you think I'm looking at?" He said, "Well, you might be looking at it, but you're not looking at it the right way." Right behind us, we have Jonathan Gadrich, Station 10. Shriner University, I believe, is who he's shooting for.
That's a dead pair.
Shooting a DT-11. I can remember Jonathan shooting. He shot FETASC with me a long time ago, and I thought, wow, this kid's good. Well, again, I'm sitting here, and he's shooting.
Yeah. He just ran another dead pair. Let's see how he finishes out the station here. Dead pair. He swept
You
the
want me to
station.
tell you who coached him?
What's that?
Zach.
No.
Yep.
Did he really?
Yep.
Did not know that.
Mike Deonda. Mike Deonda he's a TV personality, if y'all didn't know that. He's got a hunting show that's on TV. Looks like he's shooting a Krieg off here. Nice pro sporter, too. Looks as if. Super, super nice guy. Him and his son both shoot, travel around, shoot everywhere. Couldn't ask for a nicer guy to hang around with. Big guy, too. You don't want to smart off to him, Jason.
No, sir. No, I only come up to about his chest. I don't think that's a man I'd want to upset.
I don't know if there's a gun heavy enough for him.
Well, you know, we were talking about all the youth coming up in this sport.
Yeah.
And the youth shooting sports has gone so big, so far, really. And it's incredible how respectful the youth are in this sport compared to other sports.
That's right.
Very respectful, very polite, very well mannered. I love seeing it, you know.
Yeah. Well, you know, if this is something they can get out and do, you know, even if they're just starting.
Let's take a look here at Roger Becker. Now, remember, I told you he only shoots one eye open.
Yeah.
And when he first went to Anthony had tried to get him to shoot two eyes, and he just couldn't do it. He said, well, we're just going to work with what you got. And
that's right.
By golly, he can get her done now. Roger Becker's up from my area up north. And, anything in Ohio, New York, Michigan, Pennsylvania, guarantee you'll see his name at the top of the list.
Yeah, Roger he's a nice guy. I met him last night, shook his hand. Really enjoyed talking to him. Dylan Epp right here. Dylan Epp is shooting with Mike Dion and Corey Cruz and Brad Kidd. Definitely some guys that I would want to shoot with. And, he's not far out of the lead when we started this tournament.
No, not at all.
Let's watch this for a second. That gun didn't move at all, Jason.
Not at all.
It's just impressive, man. Just the setup, the way people come out here, and how precise everything is.
Absolutely.
It's just amazing. We talked about the numbers on the back of their vests. That's actually the number he was when he registered. That's how they keep up with score, and how the trapper keeps up with score, and how he keeps up with who was in the box shooting. This big guy right here just passed by us.
This is another guy I don't think you want to upset.
No, Doug Vine. We just missed him, but he was definitely.
Uncle Bill back here on 7. This
on
is
the
that
tower.
report pair out of the tower, that midi and that standard.
A fairly straightforward pair.
It is. But the midi's the deception there.
There it is. You got to be, it's not a hard pair. The next one's a little harder than this one to me. I keep saying that. Maybe it wasn't to you. But you definitely have to watch it. It'll look like it's further than it really is, being a midi.
Yeah.
Look
Back
at
here with
Todd.
Todd Hitch.
Watch this. His face ain't on the gun. Did it ever get on the gun?
Well, another student of Wendell Cherry's that did that same thing for the longest time.
Who's
David
that?
Radulovich.
Now, you've talked to Corey Cruz quite a bit, don't you?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't talk to him on a regular basis, but yeah, we've talked to him quite a bit. And Corey is such a great family man. His wife and kids are here with him this week.
Yep.
They travel together when he shoots.
Yeah, Corey is sponsor.
He's a blazer shooter.
Hey, I'll tell you this, Jason. We just had somebody ride by us, Mike Wilgus, and station. I'll bring this back up in a second. Jasper Copeland on Station 10 in the white vests. You can pick him out from a long ways away, from Reynolds, Georgia, Lake Oconee area. He travels all around.
Student of Brandon Powell's.
He is. He started shooting a long time with Sammy McFadden, which was inducted. He won some award this year, and into the Hall of Fame, the Service Award and Hall of Fame. And he shot with Jasper for a long time, and then now Jasper's doing a lot of shooting with Brandon. Got Nick Berry walking up here. Nick Berry, really good friends with the guy Mike Deonda that we were talking about earlier. Nick has his own club. He's now a club owner.
He made the move from California to, I believe it's Idaho.
Yep.
Is that right? Yes.
Let's get him to send me some potatoes.
Krieghoff shooter.
Uh-oh. Y'all want to see? Y'all want to see something fast? Y'all check this out right here. It's Kevin DeMichael out of Macon, Georgia. Been shooting this sport for a long time. I used to go watch up to the Meadows Gun Club and watch Kevin shoot. He impressed me so much. He's going to take them shells out and throw some more back in and pull it right back up to his face.
Yep, Kevin is a game bore shooter. Shooting the game bore white gold shells, 1 ounce.
Shooting that high rib Krieghoff.
High rib Krieghoff.
What's Kevin going hunting when he leaves here? He's got on a camouflage shirt.
I don't think Kevin misses a day of hunting of any kind.
He doesn't. When I can tell you this, when this round right here is over, He will not pull out that gun again until next year. He's going hunting.
Yeah, he'll be in a deer stand or duck blind or something.
If you'll go follow him on Instagram and Facebook, you'll see all of his hunting stories because he posts them on there, and he loves to do it. He's been doing it a long time. Been doing this a long time.
You see, he's slowed down a lot from what he was. He used to really, he'd get those shells out and get another set in, back up and he'd go. But he's slowed down a lot from what he used to be.
Yeah.
And I take that back. That's the Game Board White Gold ounce and eighth shells that he's
Yeah,
shooting.
he shoots the big boys, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He said if you can put it in there, that's what I want to shoot. He wants to shoot it all.
Well, you know what he said to me? Do you know why I shoot ounce and eighth? And I said, why is that? Because they won't let me shoot ounce and a quarter. So,
guys, we've got shooters riding by us, I should say, right now, saying they've only dropped one target. One target.
wow.
That's unbelievable. It's Alex Clark right here. Alex Clark, coming out of nowhere, really. This year, he has been on fire. He's been in the sport a long time, but he is really, that last year and this year, surprised everybody. Last year at Nationals, he finished, I think it was the top 15. I don't have the stats in front of me, shooting an SL3 Beretta from Cole.
That is a beautiful gun.
Yes, a custom gun. Alex owns Gator Creek Sporting Clays in Alamo, Georgia. And if you ever want to go down to Georgia, close to Savannah down there, by where Zach is, and shoot something challenging, he's got it. I can promise you. And if it's not challenging enough, he'll set it. And I'll tell you something else. There's only been 2 people ever to shoot 100 at his course.
Is that right?
Yeah, ever.
Do you know who they are?
Yep. Zach, Keenbaum, and Brandon Powell.
Wow. Well, Alex will make you laugh now, that's for sure.
Matter of fact, when Alex gets over here close to us, we're going to pull him over here and we're going to talk to him for a second.
Okay. I asked him last week, I said, hey, man, I said, what'd you do to get ready for this event? He said, I went and bought a new pair of Onnit shoes. So, we'll catch back up here with Jonathan Harichi.
Jonathan, I got Jonathan figured as a serious guy today.
Yeah.
I don't have him figured as wanting to, do a lot of talking. I think I saw him riding out to the station by himself. I think he's really focused on what he needs to do.
You know, everybody that's down here, Justin, it's a national championship. They want to do well. But this super squad we're looking at right here, winning to them is serious. Taking a look here at David Radulovich. I mean, now this is a guy that
I told David yesterday.
That's all he does is shoot targets.
He does. And let me tell you something. He's got every vest known to man. I said, David, I love your choice of vest, but you look like a rug today.
Well, you know how women are with shoes?
Yeah, he's like that with vests.
That's how David is with vests.
Yeah.
He loves him some bear pelt vests, and he's always designing a new one every time I talk to him.
Mike Wilgus right here behind us, guys. I told you someone drove by and said they've only dropped one. Okay. Well, that was Mike Wilgus. Mike Wilgus has only dropped one target until this station. Jason, watch and see if he's dropped any more.
That was just a dead pair he shot right there.
He started on station 5. He's now on station 10 and dropping one target. That's pretty impressive.
I mean, yeah, you think about that. We've talked about Death Row all the way coming down the stretch here. To only drop one target on this whole course.
Yeah, and he's about to ease back around to the easy side.
We stood down there a little bit ago on Station 1 and watched some of the top shooters drop a couple targets on that trap teal.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to watch Mike when he gets over there to Station 1. Right now we're looking at David again.
He loves him some Game Boy shells, too, man. I think he's shooting the Dark Storms.
Hey, but that's okay. I mean,
1 ounce 1350s.
Yep. He's always, since Game Boy came back to the U.S., I know that's what his main shell has been. Watch how long he's going to take here. You put Wendell, David, and Joe Fedese and Todd Hitch on
we'd shut this tournament down.
Yeah, we'd be here on Tuesday still watching what they were doing. But you know what else about David is I've also seen him shoot fast.
Oh, he can do it.
Yeah,
he just chooses not to.
I saw him shoot one time. He had his phone on ring in his pocket, and he shot the pair, killed the pair, pulled his phone out, just threw it on the ground, kept shooting like it didn't even bother him.
Oh my goodness! Taking a look at Turner Purcell here, station 10, right behind us.
Young kid. I keep saying kid, young man. Shooting a creek off out of Rocky Creek Sporting Clays.
That's a dead there.
I've shot tournaments with Turner before, and it's really impressive to watch him shoot. See how fast he's coming up. I did a podcast with him, Ryan Harper, probably a year ago, and I'd said they're here to stay. And as you can see, they're both in the Super Squad this year.
Well, he has yet to miss a target on this station. He's shooting right here. Let's see if he can finish it out. And he did. He swept it.
All right, chicken wing here. Let's check in on Zach, Mr. Zach Keenbaum. Started as the leader today. I know Zach's hot in that shirt. He's got to be.
How's he wearing a long sleeve shirt right now?
I don't know. Ain't no telling him. I'll tell you this, and he's going to listen to this, and he's going to call me as soon as he hears this and say, that's not true. But listen, I have told Zach, I want to shoot with you in a tournament one time. I have yet. I've known him for years. I've yet to shoot in a tournament with him.
You have not?
Never.
Really? Now, here's another product of Wendell Cherry, Griffin Howe. Now, again, his head's clear off the stock.
Mm-hmm.
About like you noticed with Todd Hitch. It's something about that style of shooting. Watch Griffin again. This young man is just like Wendell. Everything he does, it's a mirror image.
Super family, super kid.
Oh, wonderful family. Great parents, great grandpa.
Yeah.
They travel with him all the time. I'm going to switch over here. Gavin Miles is over on Station 6, looking at his show pairs.
Big old arms. Gavin, he is all about perfecting himself in his shooting.
He's very much into physical fitness.
Yeah.
Very spiritual man.
Yeah.
And he is about as level-headed come shooting day as anybody you can ever ask to be.
Are you into fitness?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Round is a shape, right? It's like that gun. It's like he's shooting a 22.
He's so smooth.
There's no recoil whatsoever.
Man, I wonder what the scores are. I'd love to see the scores right now.
Yes.
We see right here in front of us, got Gavin Miles shooting on the screen. Right here in front of us, we got Parcell, Wilgus, and a few other guys going on to Station 1. Be interested to see what happens on that trap teal. Ooh, like that might have been a miss there. Gavin's kind of hunched backwards like something happened. They're easy to miss. I'm telling you, if you're not on it, you're going to miss them. Doug Vine right here on Station 1. Now I can see these targets from here, so Doug's never worn a vest either. I don't know if I want to fit Doug. He's so big. It misses the trap teal.
Eric Harvey here on 6.
Eric Harvey has a little boy. Him and his wife and his little boy travel around everywhere. And I'm gonna tell you something. I think Eric started shooting better when he had his little boy.
Really?
Yeah. He brings him Rhett. Rhett's his name. He goes everywhere with him.
They're starting to come down the road here, Justin. You know, Eric's a very smooth shooter, too.
Yeah, he's smooth. I've talked about you. Look at him walking off there, getting to his cart. Ryan Harper, Mr. Americana.
Yes, you gotta love those pants.
Look at those pants. He had those on when he won second in the world. Team Cole shooter, shoots Winchester Beretta as a DT-11. Super guy, known Ryan for a long time. You know, I come to Nationals 2-3 years ago. Got on the plane and Ryan was sitting right there next to me, and I think that's about the first time I met him, like really talked to him. another Zach student, so to speak. He's been seeing Zach here recently. Matter of fact, I was in Savannah a couple of weeks ago before this, and we saw I shot with Ryan and not with Zach. But Zach was there. He will not shoot with me. I don't know what it is.
We're going to have to figure out why he's eluding you. You got Kayla Wilgus right here behind us. Just nailed that golden ticket.
She's super, super good.
Yes.
You need to watch this girl right here. Kayla is 15, I believe. She will be in that female super squad. I can guarantee you.
Yeah.
And she will
It's
be
coming.
a national champion. She has no reason not to be. Your dad's Mike Wilkes.
Is that right?
Man, he knows how to do it.
Well, she just smoked that pair like it was nobody's business.
Here's your guy right here, Jason Wendell. The Wendell's got a lot of his students out here shooting. I say students, people that he has helped.
Yeah.
Right? And they're all in this super squad, a lot of them.
We recently had Wendell on our podcast, and he was telling us he now has 37 world titles under his belt with his students.
That's crazy.
That's incredible.
And he's still coaching.
And he's still coaching.
Right out of Georgia.
Still shooting.
Still shooting, still coaching. Still loves it.
You know, I asked Wendell.
I think Wendell got a haircut, too.
He did. Now we're taking a look at a product of Wendell. David Radulovich, multi-time world champion, U.S. Open champion several times.
Yeah, he's won the U.S. Open 3 times, won a World Feed Task. I don't know that David's won Nationals. He's due
won a
for
World Sporting.
World's.
Just like Griffin, just like Todd Hitch, his face doesn't touch the stock.
No.
It's a little hard to see because he hasn't shaved in a while, but it doesn't. I mean,
Well, you know, some other Wendell students, Tom C. Who
Yes.
else is he? I mean, just they all shoot so similar. It's just crazy. You know, you would think that a lot of people would go out and figure your own style out,
Right.
But they don't. They know it works, and that's what they use.
absolutely. Mike Luongo here.
Mike Luongo. All right, let's watch Griffin House shoot this station real quick. I couldn't see the first target.
You know, I know Griffin pretty well. He's from up in my neck of the woods, and he travels with his family. Wonderful parents. You know, unfortunately, his mom and dad couldn't be here this week, so his grandpa came with him. And they're just such good people.
Yeah,
Great to see that that's what the future of our sport's going to be, you know?
that's right. A bunch of good young men and women coming up through this sport for sure. Right here behind. You ever met Logan Crane?
I think I did.
Yeah, Logan's
One time, yeah.
he's a funny guy. He's like I said, he's a law student, but in his spare time he loves to hunt and fish, and he's back here. Look at all these guys pointing their hands at these targets.
Yeah. Trying to figure out that line, figure out the speed, the angle,
That's right.
the distance.
Yep. I'm going to move over here and watch Kevin shoot this tower real quick. Kevin shoots out of the Meadows, Georgia. Got back Logan Crane right here. I think Logan is shooting a Parazzi, if I'm not mistaken.
Wood did just a fine job on smoking those 2 targets, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, Logan's he's been right up there in the top with a lot of these guys. Sean Kimmeter right here. Even though he's shooting the targets, the guys behind him are watching the targets. Even guys that aren't on his squad are up there watching the targets.
Yeah. Yeah, if they're
see
next
Anthony
up,
right
they
there in
want
the-
to figure it out.
You see
Yeah.
Anthony right there in the background watching. You know, Sean's one of those guys that you don't see a whole lot, but when you do see him, he shows up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's like he kind of took a break for a while. You know?
I don't know if he did or if he just didn't shoot. Uh-oh. Here we go. Look at him. It's like he's going into play.
Reigning national champ.
Yeah, like he's going into... Loads that shell in the bottom. Shoots a Cole Pro A400. It's all I can remember shooting with Joe when he was little.
And you know what? That's just all the more evidence you need right there that it's not the cost of the gun. It's not a big fancy gun that you need to shoot this. That gun right there you can buy for $2,000-$3,000, the Cole Pro.
Yeah. You get all kind of upgrades with the Cole Pro. If you don't want the Cole Pro, you can buy the A400 from Cole. They'll be glad to sell you that.
Right, and I think that's an $1,800 gun, but I mean,
Yeah.
it just won the national championship last year.
Yeah. I just like watching.
You know
Joe.
why I have to have an expensive gun, Justin?
Why?
So I can look good missing. Let's take a look here. Eric Harvey's getting ready to shoot this tower.
I'm going to venture to say that may be the easiest station on the course.
You think so?
I think so. Somebody will disagree with me, but I think it was for me.
You know which one I thought was the easiest?
Which one?
The one after it with the Shondell Mini.
Yeah. Watch that smooth move. Yeah, face is completely off the gun. I don't know how I just don't.
Yeah.
I couldn't be.
I have no idea.
Thank you. He's getting ready. Flips the gun, looks at it, draws the lines with the gun, and calls for the target. Looks like he's on station 6. Brandon Powell behind him, watching. There's Kevin.
Station 7 here.
Is that?
Back on the tower.
That's Dominic Rossi. No, it's Ryan Harper.
It's Ryan
Harper on 7.
Look who we got walking down the road here.
Yeah, Braxton Oliver's coming down here. Mark, I can bring some of these guys in if you want to.
Virgil here. Station 10 right behind us.
All right, here we go. Trevor Jensen right here shooting. They are shooting that. Is that?
He didn't look too happy.
Yeah,
right
he
there.
didn't, did he?
I think he
Dropped
might
some
have dropped
shells
the
out of
target
there. Yeah. Here we go. Brandon Powell's up. If you'll notice with Brandon, he'll call pull with the gun out of his shoulder. Watch this right here. When he pulls the trigger, the gun comes back out of his shoulder and back into his shoulder.
And this
Watch.
station right
See
here,
that?
this is a big pair. Those are two big crossing targets.
Watch this, Jason. It's unbelievable. Pull, gun comes out of his shoulder, back into his shoulder, and he shoots again.
Dismounting for each bird, yeah.
Every target, and hits them all, it looks like. Todd Hitch right behind us. He's going to be here for a while, I know.
Very calculated, very methodical.
Oh, yeah. Looks like we got Bill McGuire, Braxton Oliver behind him, watching.
Derek here on 6. Getting ready to shoot his first pair. I'm telling you, that is a big pair right there. Both those crossers, I'd say the first one's a good 40, and I'd say the second one's a good 50, 55 yards easy. Crossing, full crossing.
That's where I started. And
That was your first station?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's rough.
Yeah. I thought this is going to be a problem here today, guys. But we did fine on it. Derek Mine, as we said, if you just got into the broadcast, a bunker trap shooter, a sporting clays shooter.
Now, see, he comes out of the gun, too. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Just like Brandon does. He's coming out of the gun for his second target.
Jasper Copeland's got a lot of similarities, too, to Brandon and pulling the gun out like that. And that's not something that I practice. If I did that.
Anthony coming in the box. Now we're back here with Todd Hitch right here behind us, getting ready to finish on station 10.
Todd shoots some really tight chokes. I know he shoots 25 comping chokes.
Yeah.
And that's an improved mod, which is tight. I don't.
Is he shooting the Remington Nitros, or is
he's shooting Remington ammunition? Yeah.
But is he shooting the Nitro,
Yes.
the ounce and eighth load? Is he? Okay.
Yeah, he shoots the big boys, the 1300s.
Oh, goodness. Got the man himself right here.
Anthony started, I think it was 4 targets back of the leader, but Anthony loves to come from behind. He is known to win tournaments coming from behind. It doesn't bother him at all. The pressure doesn't bother him like it would most. He likes it. But the people that are in the lead know he likes it.
Right.
So it just makes more pressure on them.
It just makes them more nervous.
That's right.
Let's watch Anthony's pre-shot routine here. Again, you see that back and forth. That's checking his balance.
Twisting those shells.
Checking his glasses.
Shoots a Beretta DT11L, I think is what Anthony is shooting, with a Jim Greenwood stock. And Briley, custom Briley chokes.
Braxton Oliver right here behind us.
Got us right behind us. Braxton just got into a car accident not that long ago, and I know he hadn't been shooting like he's wanted to be shooting as far as practicing is concerned, but I'm glad he come out of that safe.
Yeah, I'm glad he's okay for sure. Well, he was good enough to smoke that last pair, I'll tell you that much. My goodness.
Braxton's a great little target setter too. He can set them. Anthony back here in the box. I'm going to catch up with him on station 6. Those 2 crossers, one from the left right here, and then one from the right. Shh. John Comerford here, the former chairman of the NSCA. I talked to John the other day when I got here. He's a great guy to know, especially in this sport. And
right.
I mean, he's part of the NRA. He's big in the NSCA. He's Anthony Matarese's best friend.
Yes.
So
grew up with Anthony.
he did. There
Back
he is.
here looking at
the guy
Theo.
that started out in second place. We're following him right here, Theo Ribbs, on number 6.
Now notice Theo's got a little bit of the chicken wing going on. He got that elbow up there pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's watch him here. See what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's got that elbow up there. Maybe not quite as high as Connor Daniel, but he's got it up there.
Well, speaking of Connor,
yeah, look at this.
he's range station 1. Let's see if he hits his targets right here. Oh, he missed the trap teal that went
Missed the
straight
trap
up.
teal. Man,
that was
that
his
target's
last.
eluding him.
Theo's finishing up his station 6.
Uh-oh.
Yep, giving daps to the man that started out as the leader, Zach Keenbaum. Anthony back here wondering what's going to happen to these guys that are in front of him right now.
And we got your leader coming in here.
I think Zach wins a chicken wing award.
Huh?
I think Zach wins a chicken wing award. He kicked those shells. He kicked those shells out of that gun right there like he may have missed, but I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Joe Finizzi coming up here, Station 7 on the tower shot that we've been talking about all day. Remember what I said about those drawing those lines.
And that, you know what? Line is actually very important on this station. Those targets are far and flat and fast for a long time.
Yes.
Real easy to shoot over those targets.
And you have, when you shoot the first one, you really have to get back to shoot the second one.
Yeah, you do.
All right, let's watch Zach again right here on Station 6.
Brandon Powell. Catching
Brandon
up with
Powell
him
coming
here on
up here.
Station 7. Same tower we were just talking about.
Got to be quick on that second one,
Yes.
man. Jonathan Henrici coming into the tournament fourth. Shooting Station 6 right here. The guys have rounded off. The leaders, the group has rounded off, coming back up. What'd you call it, Jason? Death Valley? What do you call it?
Death Row.
Death Row. Coming back up this way. Starting with Station 6. It ends at Station 10 right here where we're sitting.
And we're getting close.
Yeah, 4 more stations.
4 more stations.
And we're going to find out who wins this thing.
We got our leaders here on Station 6. Jonathan, Anthony, Theo, Zach.
No particular order.
Got Derek Mine here. Now let's see how he does this tower.
Shoots it back quick, shoots the second one. Now what that second target will do, being that it's a midi, will make you shoot in front of it if you're not careful.
Right, because it looks faster than what it is.
It looks
right.
further than where it is.
You notice something that's changed about Zach over the last few years, now that he's been shooting a lot more bunker, and Derek used to be someone that would take a target, what we call off the arm. In other words, it would barely come out and he was whacking it. Now he's spending more time connecting with the target, you know, and I wonder, it might be a good question to ask him if that bunker has created that in his setup.
Yeah, it could be. Oh, Clint Hinton. There we go.
Over here on Station 3.
Just had him on your show.
Yeah.
Super guy from Jacula, Georgia.
Very well spoken.
Decula.
Decula.
Dacula.
Dacula. But no, Clint's a very well spoken young man.
He is.
Great shooter.
Been shooting a long time. His dad, Bo Hinton's been shooting, ran a club. His cousin, Will Hinton, shot before. There's, out here, I don't think the
Shoots
Will's
for the
here.
Army.
Shoots for the Army Marksmanship Unit. Runs in the family. Watch this, Jason. Brad Kidd right behind us shooting these targets. Calling for his show pairs right now. Shooting back there with Dylan up.
Now, if we get a chance to stick with Brad here for a minute in his pre-shot routine, he'll mount that gun and he'll go back and forth with it 3 or 4 times. I asked him why he does that, and he said, that's my way of finding the line with the gun in my shoulder to get the feel of that line of that
it's
target.
like he waves it back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll do it. He does it every time. Getting his feet right.
A little bit of back and forth bobble there.
I'll tell you somebody else that does the same thing is Corey Cruz.
Yes, Corey does that a lot. Okay, now, that was the golden ticket target. He hit it.
Jonathan Gadrich here on Station 3. He's round the turn here. He's back on the easy stretch. There he is. Did he hit
Dead
him?
pair for Brad.
Brad is I want to say Dan Carlisle, maybe?
Yes.
Is that who he took
Early
lessons
product
from?
of Dan Carlisle.
Bill McGuire over here. Let's watch, see if he hits it. Bill's really good with trap targets, Jason. Ooh, we missed that one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's normally really, really good with those trap targets.
You know, of all the targets, did you think that one would be the one that eludes everyone today? I mean, isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
it's hard.
not even on the death row.
It's hard. Well, death row should stop at 1 instead of 10.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's watch. He's about to call pull again here.
Nope. We're
And
back
he hit
here
it.
on
He hit
10.
it that time. Mike Deonda right here behind us.
Oh, had to take 2 shots at that golden ticket, but he hit it.
You better get that second shot off fast. If not, it's going to be out there, and
Oh, yeah.
it's going to be in Alabama before you know it.
Theo on the tower.
Man, I'm happy to see Theo shooting as good as he is.
I am too.
Super guy. You know, they made a movie about his dad being a race car driver.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's been at the top of everything he shot at this year.
See Brandon, Joseph.
It's like Derek
Yeah.
and Brandon, Joe Finizzi. Theo's walking out of the box. Looks like Zach Keenbaum's walking into Station 7, ready to shoot the towers. There's one thing I can say that Zach has always impressed me with, and it's tower shots.
Really?
Yeah, he's really good with them. He always takes them late too. You see how much later he's shooting
Yeah, I
them there?
noticed that. It looked like he was riding a target for a while.
Oh,
there.
he's not. He wants to see them late, see them break. That's what he says.
He wants to get in good sync with them.
Yeah. I think it's just because he's getting old.
We gotta bring.
Oh my God, this is fun.
We got the Michael right here. We need to bring one of them in. Okay. We got David Radulovich. Let it rip.
Let it rip. Hey.
Kevin,
Hey.
you got a minute?
Sure.
Sit down right here. This is one of the guys on the super squad right here, Kevin DeMichael.
Out of
How's the
Macon,
target
Georgia.
spin?
Pretty sporty.
I asked him earlier. I said, I wonder why Kev's got on camouflage because he's going to leave here and go hunting. I'm
Well,
sure.
no, I was thought about killing some of these today, but it didn't work out so good.
You like sporty targets?
Yeah, they're good. They're good. And this crowd's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a ton of people out here, and it's a heck of an atmosphere for sure.
Yeah. You know how many you've dropped? Or do you want to talk about it?
About 8 or so.
8 or
We
so?
got 2 to go. Yeah.
2 to go.
Alex shooting good.
Is he?
He's down 5 or so.
Good.
Yeah, he's
Good.
shooting good.
Awesome.
Yup. Dang. Look at that. Y'all are fancy.
You like that?
I do.
It's almost like we know what we're doing, Kevin.
Yeah, I got to go break some targets while y'all
All
over
right.
here trying to make a dollar.
All
All right. See you.
All right, we'll see you. We're going to head back over to Anthony right here.
Anthony,
Anthony's sitting here loading his gun. Looks like he's on station is this, Jason? Station 7.
intense pre-shot routine again.
Got guys walking by us over here. They're excited. Love the targets. Anthony's shooting the tower right now. Boy, he's smooth on that one. He's about
Yeah,
as
he
smooth
was.
as David Radulovich was when we saw him go through there.
You kidding me, son?
But is he shooting Game Boy ammunition?
David is, yeah. Corey Cruz right behind us.
Just smoked that pair he shot?
Now watch this. We hadn't seen his pre-shot routine yet. Watch this.
Uh-oh.
He dropped one.
Drop the Shondell.
I'm telling you, man, that Shondell's tricky. Been a lot of people dropping that target. Seeing Eric Harvey. Well, that's a yes. These guys shooting right here in the pictures on Station 9, shoot the trap target and a Shondell coming over the trees. Guys, let me tell you something. The squads are coming in. The leaders are coming in. They're getting close, really close. Some of them are right behind us. Some of them are right in front of us. And this will be coming to an end here shortly. We'll get to pick not really pick, but we'll get to talk to the winner, the national champion here shortly.
2022 National Sporting Clays champion. Hell, this is going to be awesome. Gavin just went dead pair.
Smoke those targets.
Sean Kemner coming out of the box here.
Joe Finizzi will stand right there, pick his gun up, walk in.
Back here to Gavin.
This station they're on right here, Station 9, kind of eases up just a little bit before they round the corner to Station 1.
Notice how late he's taking that Shondell.
Yeah.
Really late in the flight. Myself, I tried to hit it in the apex, but again, I'm sitting here talking to you instead of on the squad with him. So
Yeah, I just tried to hit it. I didn't care where it got hit at.
yeah,
I shot one today. Gun went off, and I didn't even mean for it to, and it broke the target. What's
do
that?
you do that more often, or that's kind of cool. Taking a look at Joe Finizzi.
Yeah, these guys right here are on Joe Finizzi is on Station 8.
2 stations away.
Yeah, that's the lead pack. 2 stations from us, guys. We'll be seeing the national champion in 2
Joe's
stations.
This is where you struggled on that midi Shondell.
Yes.
And, an orange target in a blue sky is hard to see.
Yeah, but I could see it. It wasn't targets. It was me.
Well, I have the same problem, but we got to blame it on something,
Oh,
Justin.
okay,
Come
okay.
on now.
Eric Harvey right here in front of us. Smashed that one. And the Shondell.
I thought that thing was going to go in the trees before he shot it. Man, they're taking those targets late in the flight.
It might look a little different sitting up there in front of them.
That's a good point.
We got American Pants, Amazon ordering Ryan Harper right here.
Joe Finizzi in the box. Back on 8. There's Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan just smashed those 2 targets he just shot at. Ryan really did. I'm going to talk about Ryan just for a second. He really did a lot of work for the hurricane victims down in Florida.
Really?
Him and his family sacrificed a lot of time to make sure these people got what they needed, food and drink and water, and made sure they were safe. I mean, it really destroyed the central part of Florida.
Oh, yeah.
And, thank you to him and his family for doing that. And all the people that donated. I know several people donated.
Yeah, I have 2 of my stepkids live down there. In fact, they're watching this right now, but they talked about some of the damage down there, and that's very commendable of Ryan to go down there, him and his family, and help those victims.
Yeah, I know he called me one day and said that he had taken however many hundreds of Chick-fil-A sandwiches to these people.
Is
so
that
they
right?
had something to eat, yeah.
There's the man. Leader
There's
of the pack. I'd love to know what these scores are right now.
Yeah,
it's killing me.
I'd just like to know what they're thinking right now. Like, what's Zach turning around talking about? Was there a target issue, or was there a target hit or missed? I'd be interested to know what that conversation is right there.
Yeah. Could be a holdup, maybe a problem with the machine
Could
or
be a
something.
problem with the machine, yeah.
It's a mechanical device built by a human being, so it's
That's
already
right.
got error factored in it.
That's right.
If looks could kill.
Yeah, he's looking right at the camera.
He's thinking, Justin, I know you're talking about me right now.
I mess with Zach. He knows I like him. I think Joe won't be shooting a bird out there or something, isn't he?
No, Joe, dove hunting's for later.
Yeah. Brandon Powell. Coming back on the scene this year. Done really, really well.
He has. Came out of nowhere, really. You know, like he was retired for a while and decided to pick up the shotgun again and
Yeah.
came back and won the U.S. Open this year.
Well, he's got so much talent. It's just, it'd be a shame to waste it and not come back.
Right.
You know, he's just unbelievable with the shotgun.
All right, here we go. Zach's loading his gun. Went through his pre-shot routine.
The last time I went and shot with Zach, he tried to show me how to shoot targets like this. It's kind of funny that I missed all those. And if that tree wasn't right there, we could see him shooting them. That's a long Shondell.
Yes, it is.
It quarters out way up in the sky.
Derek is on 9 right here in front of us.
Ooh. Just absolutely drew smoke off that second shot.
Along with Joe Finese and Brandon Powell and Sean Kemmener. That whole squad's here on 9. You notice Derek will open and close his gun 2 or 3 times in his pre-shot routine.
Yeah. Just shows that, hey, as many rounds as he's put through that gun and as many times as he's opened that gun, that he's got a quality gun.
That says something about Kohler, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
that does. I know you like a Kohler.
Oh, I love me a Kohler.
Jonathan Henrici on 8 shooting the Shondell with the lead pack.
So we're going to follow these 2 squads for the rest of the program here as they finish up. These are your leaders coming into this.
Yeah, I mean, in order for some of these other guys to have caught up with them, I mean, they're, you know,
Not saying it's not possible.
I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but it would have to, something would really tragic would have to happen before that. So we're going to follow these people up into to station 10 here.
Back to Sean on 9.
Yeah, Sean Kemmener right here on 9 shoots trap target, misses the trap target, and he hits the Shondell. Joe Finese, I saw. Jonathan Henrici walks out of 8. Looks like Anthony Matarese is stepping back in. Guys, they're right here in front of us. We can see them.
You know, Anthony's hard to tell emotion whether he's shooting or not.
Yeah,
So I'd love to know what's going through his head right now.
yeah. He's loading his gun very slowly, thinking about what he's. I'm telling you, that station right there is not a simple station.
No, it's not.
And that a lot of people are watching that, thinking about what they're going to do when they get to that station.
So specific on the setup. It's incredible to watch.
Yeah, yeah. I wish I could take a lesson from somebody on that one.
Yeah.
The second target coming in right there is fairly straightforward. It's that
you know-
Shondell that everybody's having a problem with.
Justin, as we're watching Anthony here, I mean, a pre-shot routine is a very individualistic thing. You know,
Yeah.
It's something that each shooter has to develop for themselves. It's not something that somebody could write for you and you go do it and you'll be able to shoot like them. That's just not what it is.
That's right.
Looking at Joe Finese here on 9.
Yeah, the
Smokes
leaders
that
are right
pair.
here. They're right here next to us. Joe Finese's right here in front of us about to shoot. And the squad after him, this squad and the squad after him are the ones we're watching.
Anthony back on 8. Or 9, excuse me.
Anthony's taking a while to shoot this pair.
Well, you know, Justin, I don't know if you could feel it or not, but the wind's starting to pick up a little bit again.
It is.
And I just wonder how that's going to affect this coming down the stretch here. We're taking a look into Joe Finese and
Joe Finese coming up here, Jason.
See what he does on this pair. Smokes that pair. Taking a look at Theo. Big midi Shondell. Incoming teal. Ooh. That didn't look too good.
Yeah.
Looks like he cringed a little bit on that one.
Joe Finizzi walking down the road here, back on Theo ribs, shooting the big Shondell. Ooh.
Man, he takes that late in the flight, doesn't
Yeah. Theo walking off like a got an issue with that. Maybe he didn't. Shut Brandon Powell. We're watching him shoot this
he? Back on
station
Brandon
right
right here in front of us on 9. Dead pair there.
Brandon.
Man, again, he just, you see how they're taking that?
Brandon is a really
Incredible.
good shooter with a lot of talent. And Brandon's one of those guys that likes a lot of pressure now.
Brandon just missed the trap target on that last pair.
Wow. Right here at the end, you cannot do that. I know how it's possible.
Yeah.
But you do not want to do that,
No.
especially with the guys around you. But he has been ready for this all year.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people thought he was going to be the next national champion, so. Taking a look at Virgil here.
Station 3. Good set of targets set by Joe Skull. Joe Skull did an excellent job.
Oh, absolutely. Got Wendell Cherry right here behind us.
Wendell Cherry right here behind us.
Just smoked the golden ticket target.
I like old Wendell.
Yes, sir.
Wendell is he don't like to
Former
talk.
guitar player.
Yeah, played on the Grand Ole Opry.
I know. Let's see how he does on this pair. Dead pair.
Takes his time, makes sure he's seeing and doing exactly what he wants. Calls full.
And another
Really
dead pair.
smooth move. Watching Wendell Cherry right behind him, Ryan Harper and Eric Harvey.
Window on his last pair.
The crowd back here, Jason, is crazy.
Dead pair. Wendell just swept his last station here. Yeah, there's got to be 200, 250 people
I
standing
mean, they're
here
just
watching
loaded
this.
up. I see Brandon Powell back here waiting to shoot the stand.
I think our next person in the box. No, that was squad out for them.
Yeah, we got Brandon Powell squad up next. So Brandon, Joe Finizzi, Sean Kimmeter, and Derek Mine will be walking into stand 10 here in a second. And the pathway back here is getting crowded.
Oh, yeah.
Just people coming up everywhere. We're about to crown the national champion here shortly.
There's every bit of 250 people standing here. Maybe more.
Yeah. We see Zach on the screen right here. Zach is at station 9 getting ready to shoot. Him and Anthony maybe talking about some targets, what they did or what they needed to do. We're not quite sure with that.
It's still amazing to me that they're competing against each other, yet they still talk strategy.
Yeah. Find out how they can help one another. Got Jonathan Henrici on 9. We're going to watch his group right here for a minute. Remember, we got a trap target coming straight up out of the tree, over the trees here. And
Taking a look at their show pairs.
Looking at show pairs, he pulls the gun over the cage, ready to load it, and fires first 2 shots at the stand. He's right here at the end, too, Jason. He's got to make sure these shots count.
Oh, yeah. They're counting more now than they ever have.
Dead. Dead.
Dead pair.
Is that where you got your name from?
Dead pair podcast.
Have you ever noticed they just say that every time somebody shoots a pair?
It's what every shotgun shooter wants to hear.
That is true. Oh, I get it now.
Really? 3 years of podcasting, you just now get what our name's all about and our slogan? Jeez.
Sean Kimmeter right here behind us.
Dead pair for Sean. Go back here
on
to Jonathan.
Henrici.
On 9.
Sean just dropped one right here behind us, Jason.
Jonathan just smoked that pair for a dead pair. And Sean just dropped the Shondell right here behind us again.
Yeah, he dropped another. I'm telling you, Shondell's not easy.
It's not.
It's a little tricky.
I ran it.
Did you?
I missed everything else, but I ran that one.
I missed one of them Shondells. It's like Jonathan smashed those. Got Anthony walking up in right behind him. Got a perfect view of this station they're shooting. And they'll be here probably in 5 minutes. Joe Finizzi pointing at his targets, drawing that line, fixing
Right
the hat and the
behind us.
glasses.
Yeah.
It's a perfect shot of his pre-shot routine.
My goodness, he did not let that target get 5 feet out of the trap, and he smoked it.
Check out Anthony, though. Anthony
look
won't
at
let this
Anthony
target
here.
get far either. Oh, he put the gun back down.
Oh, he was just doing his
Oh, it's okay.
pre-shot.
Okay.
Dead pair for Ant. Back to Joe.
Joe's back here about to call pull on the Shondell.
Dead
hit
pair
that-
for Joe Finizzi.
If he hit that Shondell any harder,
There was nothing but smoke.
yeah,
there wasn't even
nothing
chips.
left of that. He's shooting the pure gold titanium chokes. Back on Anthony right here, station 9. Calling for his targets. Chew, he splits the first one in half, but smokes the second one.
Dead pair for Ant. Dead pair for Joe Finizzi. I'm so excited. I don't know who to watch and what to do. Dead pair for Anthony. Take a look at Joe here. Second pair. Another dead pair for Joe Finizzi. And I believe he sweeps the station there with that one.
And back on Theo.
Back on Theo.
Got Brandon.
Out here on 10. Just hit the golden ticket. Took the second shot to do it, but he got it.
No.
No?
He hit it with both shells. He
he did?
He broke it, then hit the piece.
Well, I had somebody's head my way. I couldn't see, Justin.
Oh, sorry.
Can-
He shrink this thing down.
Back to Theo. Over on, there's Brandon on 10. Smokes his first pair.
Yeah, I
Theo
wouldn't-
on 9.
Theo's doing good.
And a dead pair for Theo. Back to Brandon. Dead pair for him. We're coming down to the wire here.
Yes, it's
Back
all
to
about to
Theo.
happen right here.
Theo just smoked both his targets with Brandon. did.
Brandon just walked out with a dead pair.
Oh, my goodness.
It's getting down to the wire. We got Zach Keenbaum sitting here at station 9.
Got Derek coming into 10. Oh, man.
I don't know, Jason.
I got goosebumps again.
Do you?
Yes.
You need a blanket?
Huh?
You cold?
No, I'm excited.
Oh, okay. Derek's right behind you here. She's about to shoot this target. I want to see how fast he shoots this one, Jason. He tried the piece.
My goodness. Smokes that golden ticket target. Back to Zach on 9.
Zach just nailed both of those.
Take a look at Derek here. First pair, dead pair.
Zach back on 9. Nails the trap teal. And the Shondell over the trees.
Another dead pair for Derek. Last pair for Derek.
Here we go with Zach again. Smokes the first one. And the second one. Walking out. Looks like he's pretty pumped up.
And a dead pair for Derek. He swept the station. All right.
Here we go, guys.
This is it.
They're coming down here to us.
The march, kind of like the Green Mile March or something. you
Yeah,
know?
that makes me want to get up and dance around or
It
something.
does. Not to mention the
See
fact
this-
that we got a metal chair we're sitting on. I'd love to get up right now, but
Yeah, you see Joe Finesi right here and Derek Mine talking with each other right here behind us. They are looking at their scorecards, counting them down, trying to see where they placed. We got the leaders pulling up here right now. See Joe Finesi still behind us.
yes.
Looking at his scorecards, taking pictures. Always good to take a picture of your scorecard just in case there's a discrepancy when you get to the end or the end of the day.
Well, in case you want to analyze it later.
Yeah, or see how you shot. Maybe you missed the last target on 2 or 3 stands and you want to figure it out. Everybody is done other than the leaders. Zach Keenbaum, Theo Ribbs, Anthony Matarese, and Jonathan Henrici. They're all walking up right now with one station to go, and we're going to let you see it all.
Drama's about to all unfold right
there's
here.
people everywhere. Everyone is done but these 4 guys. And this will, 100% fact, will determine who the national champion is.
Anthony's studying the landscape, taking a look at the traps. It's amazing how analytical these guys are when they walk up to a station. I guarantee when Anthony was walking down the road, he was looking at the traps coming in, trying to look at them from a different angle. He's talked about that before.
Yeah,
And now here it is. National
here.
championships on the line.
that's right.
He's paying real close attention.
I mean, everybody that was in this competition, in this super squad, is still here.
Yeah.
And they're going to root on that national champion. I know you can't see it, but Zach's walking up right here in front of the stand. Jonathan Henrici, smiling.
What's up, gentlemen?
Come here, Zach.
Come sit down for a minute,
Come here,
Zach.
Zach. Sit down right here just for a
We're,
second. You
we're
got a
going to
second?
drag Zach in here on the show. Just
He's got to shoot.
you gotta get going.
Squat down for a second. Just say hey to everybody. He's got to shoot. This guy right here, good friend of mine. I don't know where you're at. Don't want to know where you're at. But you got one stand. How's the targets been?
Got one stand. Targets have been really good. These last few stands, I think the color choice could have been better on the targets. A little bit hard to see at this time of day, but we're all out here at the same time. It's all fair.
That's right. That's right. Good luck.
Thank you.
I don't want to take
Appreciate
your
it.
time.
Good luck to you, Zach. Well, let's watch this. This is going to be interesting.
This is. Got to see Theo on the camera here. He's thinking what he's going to do.
You know what, Justin? I'd give you a big old bowl of biscuits and gravy if I could know what the heck the scores were right now.
Well, if you said a bowl of biscuits and gravy,
Yes, sir.
you want me to go get them?
I was offering them to you if you knew what the scores were.
I'm talking about you want me to go get the scores.
We
You
could
gonna
do
go
that.
get the bit? No, if I come through with the scores, you gonna come through with biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, but I've seen you walk, and the time you get back here, they'll be done. So we'll just wait and see what happens.
Got Anthony up first in the box here. He's got his gun rested up on the cage like he's tired of carrying it. I'm sure he is, or he's either just mentally drained.
I would be. They'd have me on oxygen right now.
Yeah. Would they? Well, if they'd have you on oxygen, they'd have to have a. I don't know what I'd be on, but it'd be a bunch. It's oxygen.
What do they call those things where they got to jump start you? Defibrillator?
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking about cars in a jump box.
Well, it might work too.
Hook the positive up to one side and the negative up to the other.
Yeah.
Here we go. Looking at the show pairs. It's kind of quieted down right here. You know it? Like it's gotten like it's just really got a calm.
If it wasn't for the few shots in the background, you could hear a pin drop in a stack of hay.
We're going to watch this. We'll call the shots as we see them. That's Shondell that's been giving everybody problems today. Did you see that?
That was incredible. He had to hit that target 10 feet out of the trap. First pair coming up. Hits the Shondell and the crosser, dead pair. And a dead pair again.
As a flock
Final
of
pair coming in.
As a flock of doves fly behind him. I'm surprised that didn't distract him.
He's so focused right now, Justin, I don't think it matters. Misses the Shondell.
Telling
So we
you.
went for a lost dead. Dropped one on the station.
That Shondell's tricky. Theo Ribs is up now.
Theo Ribs in the box.
It's so quiet here. It's like we're almost at a golf tournament.
I can't believe how quiet it is. Dead target on the golden ticket. Dead loss. He misses the crosser. Dead pair.
He figured
Final
that
pair
crosser
coming
out
up
quick.
here. And a dead pair. So
Drop
Theo
one.
drops one.
Zach walking up into the box now. This station will determine our national champion.
Yes.
These 7 shots determine the national champion right here.
Smokes it.
Yeah, he busted it in a million pieces. Ooh.
It's a dead pair, but he barely got the backside of that Shondell.
Yeah, but you know, he saw the backside just like we did.
Yeah.
So he should correct it on this shot, this next shot.
And he does. Centers both of them, dead pair.
Yep. 2 left.
Dead pair.
Zach runs the station. We got Jonathan Henrici up next.
Take a look at Jonathan here, still in the box, yet to shoot. And he hits his golden ticket target. Second shot, but he hit it. Take a look at his first pair here. Dead pair. Centered both of them.
Here we go again. That's all right.
Puts his gun back down. He's really hyper focused here. Something didn't feel right. Something didn't look right to him. Dead pair. Dead pair. Dead pair. All right. Think we have determined
Sorry, we got loud back here.
our winner. Tabulating
Sorry.
scores.
3-time national champion right here. Zach, how does it feel?
It feels awesome. I mean, look at this.
Yeah,
This
crowd's
is
crazy.
what our sport's been missing. I couldn't be happier to win it in this format, having done it before. It's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. Well, I know you're happy. And
yeah.
there's, 3-time national champion. That's awesome. A lot of great shooting here today. Was there any time that you didn't think you were in good shape?
I knew it got real tight there a couple stands ago, but I had a little cushion to work with to start the day. I knew it was going to come down to this. I mean, that's why we made this format.
Yeah.
That's why this whole thing works so well. I hope we continue to do it every year.
We were seeing the drama as you guys were coming down the road.
Right.
I mean, the crowd started. I mean, there's got to be 300 people here now.
Right.
We talked to you the other night, and we talked about this green course. You mentioned to us here just a few minutes ago the color of the targets could have been a little different. What was that like for you? Was that an added pressure because of the targets themselves?
Oh, for sure. There's an orange midi back there into the kind of the bluish, cloudy sky. I mean, it's not invisible. It's
Right.
just you can't pick out any detail.
It's just an
you
ideal target,
You can't
yeah.
see that bird the way you want to see it.
Right.
But that's the game. We're all out here, like I said, we're all out here at the same time. It couldn't be more fair. I think I'll look back on this national championship and be even more proud than the others.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It's on video, big dog. You can watch it on video. It's all video.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, Zach, congratulations, man.
Thank you. I
What an
appreciate it.
achievement. 3-time national champion.
Thanks, buddy.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Thank you.
Give me that mic. All right. That's it. That's it. The 2022 Super Squad National Championship. First time it's been on video is over. First time we've done the Super Squad in a long time. It is over. And we have crowned the national championship for the men. We've crowned the national champion for the women. Halen Hanks, Zach Kingbaum, congratulations on your new titles. And the crowd back here is crazy.
I know.
It's been great being here. It's been the last few days, Jason. Had a good time, and can't wait to do it again.
I have too, and forgive both of us for being new at this camera thing here, but it was enjoyable. It was a pleasure doing it with you, Justin, and you guys got to check out his show, Shotgun Sports USA. And
Check out the Dead Pair.
Yeah,
Hey,
Dead
it's all
Pair
about
Podcast.
this. We'll see you here next year.